Hi everyone. I am getting a new camera stand. Although, do you know when you have it somewhere and you don't want to keep getting clutter and just buying stuff? And I've got it somewhere and it's really doing my head in, but I've checked where it is. I'm not at my own base, so it's what I've brought. But I wanted to look at Nancy, Guthrie, and Gus Lamont, and I might separate them and put them up straight away because I think with Nancy things are going to move very fast. Um, with Nancy, I would say that starting with the property, including the property, so 0 miles up to 3 miles, up to 5 miles. Okay, I was going to say up to 5 miles. Spirit said 3, interrupted after I got the 5. But I would say go up to 5. And then I want to say I would go from the house, including the house, doing all those checks, and I would go to the north way. Okay, I don't know. I think, is this Arizona? The north way. Okay, and it's not directly. I wouldn't say she's situated, and it could be the way it's situated. It's not directly go straight north, more like diagonal, so it could be north, northwest, northeast. So if we were to go to a direction as opposed to going towards south first, I'd say we need to go north and then check south. I haven't tapped in properly, but that's what I want to say. And I don't think she's far. I do think there's a female accomplice, a female nose, a female involved, whatever you want to say. What worries me about this is that they might just pin it on that one person, and that's not the case. Okay. Unfortunately, until this is resolved, I'm finding it hard to have people are going to hate me sympathy, because there's something. This is quite complex, and some of it is a bit of hoaxy, and obviously that means hoaxing us, but and I can't swallow some of the things that I think some of you are thinking. Some people are innocent that might not be, and I wonder if there's also going to be an idea of some government payout. Let me tell you, there's multiple layers. But I'd be interested to know how many of you think Nancy is alive at this current moment and how many of you think she's passed away. And don't go on what is ever being said in the news. Go on your gut feeling. But yeah, I still stand by that. A female knows, females involved, females accomplice. But they will be able to pin it on one person. I wonder if they will get the involvement of others. So I just want to check with the cards, which I cannot shuffle on the deck at the front of me, where it north, south, west, not far, like I said, and I think we're looking at a maximum of 5 miles. She's in with that, starting with the property. By the way, I'm shuffling the cards and the Ten of Swords wanted to come out, so just want to say. So let's just see for this case, what cards come up, Spirit. What cards, tell us about this case. Let's see what comes. Let's see what comes. Had one card fly, one card like this. So let's show you. We've got the King of Wands. So this is where I think they're going to pin it on this person. And that's why I was saying. And then I had this happen. 4 of Swords popping out the deck. Okay. So that might tell you that, King of Wands, 4 of Swords. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean she's passed. I can tell you in terms of the energy, but I want to leave it to you guys. That could mean that she, was attacked that way. Or while she's sleeping. I do want to show you that while I'm shuffling, 2 cards popped out, but I want to put them back because, well, let's have a look at them. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, so at the home. So like I said, there's a male, there's a female here, right? Queen of Swords, she's kind of cold, isn't she? Four of Wands at the home. Any more, Spirit, please? Judgment. Judgment card. So let's elaborate on the Judgment card, shall we? Judgment, please, Spirit. Knight of Swords. Fast action, right? Whatever was taken, it was quite fast acting. So maybe it was all done and then, you know, needing to move forward on stuff. A plethora of cards came out. Ten of Wands, heavy burden, need to clean it up fast, need to get rid of stuff fast. Ten of Swords, it's finally come out. Does that give you an idea? And the Queen of Pentacles, the one who has the money. Maybe she wasn't willing to give. I'll give you a clue there. So that's what we've got on it, but I really wanted to say the direction they need to be looking. Stop fast-lacking around, and 2,500 from up until the 6th day to offer is just ridiculous. And sorry, if you're worth millions, you should have put that up. Like, shall I just be quiet because I'm going to rattle people, aren't I? I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Magician. So there's going to be a lot of manipulation. A lot of distraction is happening in this, whether you believe it or not. A lot of there's the power in someone's hands, and there's something coming through with that Magician as well. 1 second, give me a second, please. I'm getting the all-knowing, the all-knowing. So not from this card, but what I wanted to share earlier, which is going to divert me from what I was supposed to channel with this card. I feel like someone knew what they were doing, but then when they got into it, it was like, F. Like, this is more complex than I thought it would be. Magician. Spirit is telling me, think of the sign that represents the Magician. I believe it's Mercury as well. Mercury. Mercury's in what now at the moment? Mercury's in Aquarius at the moment. It's moving to Pisces. It has just moved to Pisces, I believe. 6th of February. So that's significant. What was we told on the 6th of February, or did it happen on the 6th of February? Pisces, moving into Pisces. There's something coming through about the head here. Pisces is not the head, so I'm not trying to say that. Programmed manipulation, I'm getting. I don't know why I'm getting taken towards the TV and broadcasting here. Tell me what. Let's pull some cards on this Magician. So, Magician, tell me more, Spirit. Was this something I was supposed to... I just saw the Moon card, so something is hidden from us and they're holding on to that. I did say that the police know more. I just saw the Five of Pentacles, which I believe is very relevant. I think it's to do with, you know, money, but I think it's in reverse. Let's just have a look. No, it's not in reverse. It's upright. We've got the Hermit in reverse. So someone who's not really the wise. Maybe that's coming through to me in terms of, you know what I said, someone thought that it could do it, but it didn't turn out to be right. And I think it's someone close to the family. I've said this before. It might not, I'm not saying it's someone they know, right? And I know they, regardless, I think they all know, all right? Now I want to just quickly do In terms of the location, if we say north, south, east, west, which is going to be difficult because I feel like it's, like I said, it's not diagonally in one, it's not in one direction like north exactly. So we'll take it as we try to get it. Is Kash Patel on the ground yet? I mean, come on. The president's involved. Kash Patel's on the ground. Don't you think this is a bit something else as well? And I'm not going too far in conspiracy, okay? There's what I'm trying to say, it's multi-layered, right? It's using this in a multi-layer to some other people's benefits. I'm not saying that this is to do with, I think some people are going to take it to do with Epstein, etc. Maybe you might believe that, right? Let's see. But there's multi-layered selfishness in this, right? So what I mean by that is, even if is not involved with this case, how they tie into this case, whoever's playing into this case or representing this case or trying to find the truth in the case, they're using some things to their advantage. That's separate, so don't get confused with what I'm trying to say. And I do look at the bottom of the deck and it's the Emperor. Okay, so I want to see, first card is going to be South. And I want to see a major arcana. Oh, South is Emperor, okay. High Priestess, North. Oh my God. Okay, let's put this back, but I can see the Ace of Swords and the Sun. East, Temperance. My God. West, Lovers. Can you see this? Emperor. I just wanted the major arcana. North, South, Emperor. North is where something is hidden, all right, and it's a female, right? Here we've got Emperor as the masculine, and East is the Temperance card, and West is the Lovers. If I look at these separately, I think they all tell a story on the energy, right, of who's involved, who's the accomplice that could be there, and where we can be guided towards finding Nancy. But look at that. Look at what Spirit wants to say something extra here. And I want to go on to Gus, so I'm not going to channel this. But there is an energy of, okay, so how many of you believe that it was done and dusted in the home? If you believe she's unalive, how many of you believe that it was done and dusted in the home? How many of you believe she was taken captive and it's all gone wrong? And so she's either still alive or you think she's not, she's passed, she's gone after being taken. Alleged disclaimer for entertainment purposes only. Thank you for those of you that are engaging in the polls and the community, and see you soon. Take care and bye.